Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. In this one, we're talking about the NBA for Friday, November 17th, and we have 5 really good picks in this one for you guys to consider, so stick around for all 5 picks. I know a bunch of you guys who watch YouTube videos are already in the Discord, but if you're not, less than $1 per day to get access to all my picks plus 5 or 6 other cappers that we have in there at all times. Also, we post the picks from the video in here before the video goes live because these numbers are changing all the time on Prizepicks. You could see yesterday from the video we went 4 for 5 that was posted in there, so definitely a good day in the video yesterday. Also, we don't make videos on the weekends, so Saturday, Sunday, we're not going to have any videos on the channel, so if you want more picks, they'll be posted in the Discord, so definitely check it out. It'll be linked down below and the pinned comment. So for the first pick here, going to Mitchell Robinson. I love going to his rebound props. It's up to 11 flat, which is a little high, but we took it at 10 flat a couple of videos ago. Going back to it, Mitchell Robinson playing against the Wizards. I love targeting players against the Wizards, and the Wizards don't have much size. Their center is Daniel Gafford, who's definitely an undersized center. And then the power forward is going to be like Kuzma, Denny Advia. And off the bench, I don't think they have much size either. Mitchell Robinson has been a beast on the board, so we're going to him. Checking out this one on Outlier, which is a tool over here that does have a free 7-day trial. If you want to check it out, that'll be in the description. You can see in 2023, 7 of 11 games, Mitchell Robinson has gone over 11.5 rebounds. We're getting it at 11 flat. This one's at 11.5 on most other sites. Rebounds allowed, the 30th most in the league from Washington. And then you can also filter by position. If you filter by position, they still allow the most rebounds per game in the NBA. So definitely love to see that. Robinson with 15 last game. Weird game against Boston, and then a blowout against Charlotte. Didn't play that much, but he's been insane on the rebounds. He's probably, I want to say, averaging over 12 on the season now. So really liking this one for Mitch Rob as the first pick in the video. For the second one, we're going to stick with this game. We're going to go to Jordan Poole. His points is at 16.5, which doesn't really make sense to me based on his recent games. You could see in the last 5 games he hasn't gone over 16 points and really only was close one time to getting 17, and that was against Dallas. In this one versus the Knicks, it's definitely a tough matchup. The Knicks play at such a slow pace and actually have a pretty decent defense that I don't know why this one is all of a sudden 16.5 when he hasn't hit it in the last 5 games. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Poole's been struggling pretty mightily, honestly, and we could pull this one up on Outlier as well and take a look more into the stats that are going to support this one. So at 16.5, earlier in the season he was hitting this 18-27, but then got 11-13, 19-23. Last 5 games hasn't come close, so I guess they are looking at these early games a little bit, but you got to look at the matchup. Points allowed, the New York Knicks are best in the league, only allowing 105 points per game. Versus shooting guards, they're only allowing the 4th least points per game at 22.7 for the shooting guards in the entire game. So with those two stats right there, they don't allow that many points and not that many against shooting guards either. Thinking Poole's going to struggle in this one. Tough defense to get going against, and just in the last 5 hasn't gotten there. Kuzma's been taking a ton of shots, and Poole just doesn't handle the ball as much like he was in Golden State with Tyus Jones handling the ball a lot. So for those reasons, going to Poole here for the second pick. Then the third pick, we're going to come to another tool over here that has a 7-day free trial as well. That's going to be OddsJam, and OddsJam, one of their favorite picks is Jeremy Grant, under 2.5 made threes. Basically, how OddsJam works is they compare player prop sites like Prizepicks, Underdog, Thrive that are all up here, and actually I'll have affiliate links down below for that you can get some free money from. But one of the favorite picks from Prizepicks is going to be this. You could see my favorite sportsbook that I think has the sharpest odds has this one at minus 143 to go under. Fliff has it at minus 145. All these other sportsbooks are liking it, minus 138, minus 135, minus 135. They even have ESPN Bet up here now. So the sportsbooks all really like this one. Jeremy Grant going against the Lakers. We can see if this one is still available to be had. And it's not, because I refreshed this right before making the video. And Prizepicks will take these off the board if a ton of people are taking them. So a lot of people are liking that. So that's the power of OddsJam over there. So we're going to have to go to their second favorite pick, De'Aaron Fox over 2.5 turnovers. And we're just going to have to hope that that one is still on the board. Fox against San Antonio. Going to be a fast-paced, probably pretty crazy game. So we're going to go to Fox over on the turnovers. Like that one as well. De'Aaron Fox, plays really fast, so he's bound to have some turnovers. Let's see if they even have the turnover prop up on Outlier over here to look at more stats. So here they have it. Last 10 games, 8 of 10 he's gone over this. Wow, I didn't realize that. Last 20, 10 of 20. But yeah, this dates back to the end of last year when he probably wasn't playing his full allotment of minutes. So the last 10, 8 of 10. And in 2022, he hit this in over half of his games on the over. Cool thing you can do on Outlier is actually drop down a filter and look at games where he played at least 28 minutes. Let's give him that. So that bumps it up to 54% of the games he hit that last year. So this year more than last year. It was like 8 of 10 games this year. But another one we like here, OddsJam with another great pick. And obviously these sports books, we didn't go over that, but minus 135 across the board besides Fliff at minus 145, who really like it. We're going to go with Fox for the OddsJam pick of the day, and then the next one we're going to do is going to be Reggie Jackson filling in for Jamal Murray, and he's been doing great. I was kind of surprised to see his prop so low at 12.5. And let's actually pull up his full game log over here on ESPN. So last game, 18 points. Game before that, 14. Before that, 20. The one before that, only 7. Kind of a blowout. Still played 24 minutes and did start in this game. And then the game before that, he didn't start. 25 minutes, still got 16 points. This was the game Murray got hurt, I believe. If we open up the box score, we could see, Murray played 10 minutes and Jackson came in, played 25 minutes the rest of the game. So since Murray's been out, if we come back to his game log, you could see every single game but one, Jackson has gone over this total. So definitely liking that. If you didn't have time to dig into that, you could have come over to Outlier and you could go over 12.5. You could see minus 129. So sportsbooks are liking this one as well. And then you could see 5 of his last 10 games, he has gone over, but you can also use a filter and look at games without Jamal Murray, which is pretty cool. 6 of his 10 last games, but this is dating back to last season, actually. So I don't know what his role was last year in February without Jamal Murray, but I guess we could look at his last 7 here, 6 of his last 7 without Jamal Murray. He's hit this over. So liking this one against New Orleans, who should be a fairly good matchup. And for the 5th and final pick in the video, we're going to Victor Wanyama. I think he's going to have a big game against Sac. Sac, like I said, plays extremely fast-paced, which means they'll give up a lot of points, but they'll score a ton. It's going to be a tough matchup for Sabonis to get out there and guard him. I would imagine it's going to be Sabonis. Maybe we'll see more JaVale McGee just for length. I think it's going to be a tough matchup for the Kings. Hopefully just the Spurs can keep it close and he'll play a good amount of minutes, but I've seen people been jumping on this one early, 18.5. Wemby hasn't had a huge game recently, but gonna have a great matchup here. Just 8 last game. They absolutely got destroyed. I think they scored 87 points against OKC, and OKC had like 120 or something. Miami barely missed it in a tough matchup, got it versus Minnesota. So I think he's gonna have a big game in this one. Sportsbooks actually are liking this one as well. Over here on OddsJam, you can look up single players. So looking up him, over 18.5, minus 143 on Pinnacle, my favorite sportsbook odds site. And then BetOnline has this at minus 154, minus 145. So they're actually all over this one and really like this one. So I'm going to go with Victor on here. Kind of a tough one to call, but I think he's in a good spot and could hit this. Sportsbooks love this one. They might even like it more than the Fox pick that we looked at. So liking that as my 5th pick. Like I said, these are posted in the VIP Discord if you're not in there, because they might have changed by the time you're watching this video. Also get in here, less than $1 per day. You're going to get access to picks on the weekend from 5 or 6 other cappers and myself. And we just have cappers giving out picks every day. So definitely check it out. Also check out OddsJam. They have that free week trial. Same with Outlier over here. A bunch of good stats to support your picks. So get over there, subscribe to the channel.